Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. Guys, hope you are well. A continuation with the pain bit. We all experience it, don't we? Physical pain is one thing, emotional pain is another thing altogether. Now, I said to you in a previous video that I'm going to give examples of how people deal with this pain, and sometimes it is dealt with in a correct manner and things ease, but in order to do that, it's quite difficult. The issue is quite heavy, really. So this is how I see it, in terms of my experience at least. We experience this pain, and the memory of the person that we've lost, the job that we've lost, whatever the situation, brings about this bereavement process, and we find this pain and we don't know necessarily what to do with it. So as I said in another video, the body always wants to heal itself. When you cut yourself, the body meshes it together. If you've got a bruise, the body works the bruise out. If you've got a headache, it tries to resolve it. So when it comes down to this pain, we need to try and deal with this thing. The mind says, I don't like it, it's uncomfortable, it's not normal, it needs to be dealt with. A lot of people go one or two ways. A lot of people go the alcohol route, where they start drinking, and other people go the narcotics route, with the hope that that too will resolve the issues. And this is where the facade of ease starts to come in. Whilst I'm drunk, things are okay. For today, I feel better. But tomorrow, when I'm sober, I've got another problem. I now have to deal with the same pain that I tried to deal with yesterday, but I have to deal with it today again. And then tomorrow and the next day, and so on and so forth. And it's very difficult to get to the end of that. Eventually, people start drinking every day, and not necessarily every other day or once a week or whatever the rate is at which they drink. It might be, from my experience, that some people will drink on a Saturday or a Friday, and they will drink X amount. Next week it will be X plus 1. And before you know it, it is X plus 10. So the volume increases. And then when they can't handle themselves when X is saturated, they might go to another day, say a Wednesday. So they drink Wednesday and say a Saturday. And when that doesn't work, then they'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And when that ends up not working, and it goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And before they know it, they drink every day. And then they've become so dependent on the effect of alcohol that alcohol then becomes their crutch, their coping mechanism, to which they numb the pain so they don't experience it till they get sober. So what I'm saying here is, going down the alcohol route in order to deal with this pain is a rabbit warrant that leads to despair. You end up losing who you are, you lose your identity, you get a reputation, and all this is negative. And in the mind of most, at least from the people who I've worked with in the past, they've all said, but it's working. Yes, it is. For how long? And how much damage have you done to your body, your kidneys, your liver, in the process? How much damage have you done to your mind? How much damage have you done to your reputation, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-image? In this "it is working" kind of excuse phrase that they use. So my encouragement is, when you find this pain and you're vulnerable to drinking alcohol, be aware that it leads to despair eventually. It doesn't bring out anything. And it is for that reason where I'm going to suggest that we look at more positive ways, different ways, to try and deal with this grief thing. I'll talk about drugs in exactly the same manner. It works now, but there's this massive risk of getting all manner of diseases. And in exactly the same way as the alcohol, it erodes who you are. And the risk of you yourself passing away due to excessive substance misuse also is quite high. So those two avenues are poor ways of dealing with grief and pain. So there you go. I will talk about other things in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please let us know. Please do all the YouTube admin, the like, the share, the subscribe, etc, etc. But for now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks, and I'll speak to you soon.